Stefan Pasquetti. He's working in Monaco. I mentioned before that I went to his office, and I had a great opportunity to see the management, the waste management system in Monaco. Also the compost system, which he is in charge of everything there, and he's doing a very good job, and that's why he's here, because he will share with us all these things that they are working on. So I'm very bad on presenting people and doing these things, but you got it right. So okay, Stefan, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for this week, the incredible week, and all the sharing the moments with everyone. Very interesting people and very nice moments. Going back to Monaco with a lot of good things to say about this moment. We're gonna start with the waste management in Monaco at the first time. I just want to share with you how we do the best in Monaco, because Monaco is very busy all the year. There is no season. Summer is all during the year. We got 12 months of tourists, of events, of a lot of people who come every day to work from Italy or from France to work in Monaco. And the waste management is a very big problem, and it's not a problem. It's just a kind of think about how to put the best, how to make the best about, and how to prove to all the visitors and to all the world how we can manage the waste and make the best about this thing. Okay. I just want to introduce the... Okay. 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 Just a presentation of the company in Monaco. We are in charge. We are in a company from the government of Monaco, and we are in charge of all the cleaning on all the streets, all the collect of all the different family of waste, recycling, organic waste, glass, and on the right, you got the incineration using in Monaco. It's about 50,000 tons every year burned in Monaco, and we get some energy from this burn to use the energy to for the Monaco, and it's very interesting because burning is not all the time just making some gas or something. You can have some energy from that. This is my service. This is waste prevention and recycling officer, and it's very important. It's like everyone's speaking about green team, and we are in charge every day of prevention and recycling information for school, for industry, for restaurant, for hotels, for tourists, and to put some information for everyone about how to manage the waste when you come in Monaco every day, and for business, for tourists, and for working every day. And this is one team, one magic team, because everyone get one for all the boat, the other one for the children, the other one for the waste. It's hard work every day, but it's very interesting, and the results are here, and we are very proud about that, and very proud to share with you this method. Okay. Waste management, we talk about colors. If you want to get some results about the waste management, you have to, people have to know easy how to put this waste, this kind of waste, or this kind of garbage in with a special color or beans color. We are talking about the recycling, the sorting in Monaco. It's the yellow one, and it's for paper, for plastic, for aluminium, for steel. You can see the different family of recycling waste. It's about 100 tons every month collected in Monaco, and it's about, I'm going to talk about all the problems because there is no only good waste on the yellow beans, but I have to talk about you. 80% of the yellow beans are okay, are recycling. Paper, around plastic. I'm going to share with you a slide for the destination of all the waste, because we don't treat everything on Monaco, in Monaco, sorry for my bad English. For the glass, the green, I think is the easier. We talk about bottles, we talk about emballage. It's not windows, it's really a bottle of wine, bottle of water. And what is very, very important, it's, I take an example, a simple example. I'm not here today to, I just want to share, but we just have a very good moment outside with the buffet, and we got some glass bottle, we got some carton for the coffee, we got for organic waste, but we got one choice. And we have to change that. We have to change everything about the choice of, I've got my bottle of glass, I need to get the glass beans on the side, or the plastic bottle, I need to get the yellow beans. You need to have the choice to make the good choice. If you don't have the choice, you can't make the good choice. I saw in the town, on the island, a lot of beans everywhere, and with different color, red, blue, gray, and no information on. We don't know what's happened with the weight. I don't know if my glasses bottle, if I can put on the red one, on the gray one. That's very important to bring the information to everyone. People who live here, tourists, businessmen, everyone have to get the information to make the good choice. Very important for everyone. And the same information and the same message for everyone, everywhere on the island. Just about the glass. Last year in Monaco, it was 22,000 tons of glasses collected. And the glasses never die. It's go to Italy, and the recycling of the glass is very, very cool because they never stop. Very important. We call that the gray. The gray, it's the organic and all what you can, but usually if you give some solution for recycling waste, for glass waste, you have just to get on the side the organic or the rest of food. That's it. You can have some napkins, paper napkins, or mask COVID, we forget it. But usually in the black bag, the black bag is lost garbage. That's why I take the example of the outside, because there is just one garbage with a black bag, and everything is in the black bag is lost. We can recycling. we can sort after the waste is in the bag for security, for different, but in the black bag everything is lost and everything go normally to the incineration. Okay, why sorting waste? I just let you read a few words about our job and how to it's important to get some results. Every month we go to Cannes. It's very near from Monaco. It's around 40 kilometers, and that's the way to where we bring all the recycling waste. And I show you the picture. Every month we take beans of coming from Monaco, and we put on a large table, and we analyze what is in the yellow beans, what is the fault, the sort of fault, and we can use that results to explain to everyone. This month we get a lot of glass in the yellow beans. This month we get a lot of wood or electronic waste, and we can analyze every month. We know last year in Monaco, for 100 kilos of recycling waste in the yellow bin, it was around 15% of wrong choice. This year we start with 24. It's bad result for us because the average last year was around 14, and the average for after the Grand Prix de Monaco, it's about 24-25% of fault. And we have to correct that because it's very important. Just a few examples, because we go to Cannes, we send everything to Cannes about the yellow bin, but after Cannes you can see that why I want to explain you recycling is a good choice, but after recycling, after sorting, you have to find the solution to recycling, and you have to find some solution very near, because you can have on the left side for me, on the left side for you, is the plastic travel for the bottle of plastic, Monaco to Cannes and Cannes to Paris, just for plastic bottle. Aluminium go to Germany, and I think the best way is the down is for the glass, Monaco, and go to Savona in Italy, and it's about find the easier and the nearest solution to bring all your waste. It's not easy all the time. It depends where are you in the world. Alors, we make too many waste now. At this time, we know there is too many waste, and we start to think about the 3R: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce is, take a simple example. Okay, I'm just coming for one day on the island. Can I use that one for one day and go back home with that one? Or I have to buy 3, 4, 5 bottles of plastic bottle on the shop and make some waste. This is the solution. I just want to show you. I just put the in Monaco. All the people who live in Monaco get this bag. We call that pre-collect bag. Okay, it's just, I show you. It's plastic, but you can, this one is maybe around one year using. And you got all the emballage and the paper. You got the QR code for the waste guide. Everything is on the website. We do on the translator as well. You got the green number for my service. You can call all the time, every day, and you can ask us how can I do to put my computer is off. What can I do with that, with the computer in Monaco? Where I have to go to make the good choice. We got the same for the glass. Every day, you keep that one in your house. You can put all the bottle in, all the glass bottle, and go to the glass bins and up, and you go back home. And this one is maybe for 1 year or 2 years in the house. And we make that for the yellow and the glass bins. Everyone in Monaco gets the 2 bags. Everyone, all the residents. Katarina, you know that. Effie, you know that. We make some information and some guide. We make some avomarques pré-recyclés. Are you ready to recycling? And inside, I bring with me a lot of just to have a look to how to manage your recycling waste, how to manage your glass waste. But information and communication is very important for the waste management. All the people have to know, all the professionals of restaurants, of hotel, of tourism have to know what's happened and what they have to do with the waste. Very important. All that one are available on the website and on paper as well, but not too much on paper. Okay, that's how every day. Maybe during the morning we can go. We start very early for the children, about 5 years old, and every day we go, and it's about 1,000 children every year, where we talk about waste management. And the important thing is for the future and for us as well. But it's every day we go to the school and trying to explain to the children what's happened with the garbage and why it's so important to make the good choice and to know the rules about the waste management. Left side, restaurant, Hotel Columbus in Monaco. Right side, office. We go everywhere to explain the rules, because waste management it's not an idea. It's really rules in Monaco, and you have to do the sort. You have to use the good bins. Now the police start to invest about some problems with some restaurants because they don't follow the rules, and it's very important to have the rules behind you to explain to everyone. But it's my service maybe 10 or 12 times every month go to the different industry or company to explain how to manage the waste. Local events. We are in a beautiful local events at this time. It's very important to share with everyone, with implicated people of the island, and show what you do about waste management, what are the solutions proposed, and what is the future for what the new idea about the waste management. This one is Monacolect. I think it's the most important for the company. It's about 2 days with all the waste family explain. Very important to make some communication about your job and your investissement. Je vais le dire en français. Voilà. Je vais le dire en français. Voilà. Comment? Voilà. Investment. Voilà. Mais je peux parler un peu en français. There is local events. You can see on the left side with it's AS Monaco Rugby Club, and we share moment of sport, of divertissement, and we are here to explain with the guide, with some game for children, how to explain the importance of the waste management. We don't use waste management for the children, the term, but the message is very important, and it's very. People have to know you, have to show all the time what you are making for the island and for the future and for the environment and for the planet and for everything. Composting, Katarina, you know, Effie, you know this place. At this time in Monaco, it's just local and I can say family composting, because we are working about a large project of composting, but at this time we need a large place, because compost, if you want to make some about 20, 30, 40, 50 tons of compost, you need a large place, and we don't have place in Monaco. But yesterday I can make a round of the island, and you got some large place to make some organic compost, and this way I think it's the more easy for the moment. On the island you got the large site to recept all the organic waste. Very important. In Monaco, it's three sites of composting site, and we get in France we call that maître composteur. It's like a chef in the kitchen, and it's very important to follow, because they mix organic waste with and you have to mix everything, and the process is very long and it's not so easy. But for the fertilized composting, it's more easy, because you can put on the side all the organic waste, and you got some site here to make some good compost and use the compost for all the garden of the town. Okay, this picture is from David, from my team. Composting is not so easy. You have to follow the temperature. If everything is okay, you have to mix. You have to follow. And you can see on the picture the different. On the right side, you got three bins. One for the waste apport. The other one for the mix, and on the left side is when the compost is finished, but the natural composting is about 3 or 4 months in natural process. You can use some engine, but for the natural compost it's between 3 and 4 months. It depends on the temperature, and if you make the good job, you can have a very nice quality of composting. Communication. On the left side, you can see a truck, and we organize during the school year. And this, what you can see on the left side, is un dessin. Design, voilà. Of voilà, of a children of 4 years old. This one is coming from a child of 4 years old, and we decide to put this thing on the truck, and you can see in Monaco this I think c'est trop stylé. Recycler, c'est trop stylé. Alors peut-être quelqu'un peut too much style to recycle, and it's a 4 years old. Yeah, thank you, Professor. Thank you. On the right side, this one are the new one, but it's the same. You have to communicate about your action. It's very important to for everyone. Communication. You have to talk about, because some people say, but sustainable. You don't have to make some communication. You use some bag. You use some paper. You use some. No, you have to tell and you have to speak about and you have to explain to everyone what is your orientation for the waste management. Very, very important. Okay, wow, Star Wars. This one is in Cannes. It's Cannes-la-Boca, donc it's just near Cannes. It's not the Festival of Cannes. It's very different, very, very different, very different. No star, no red carpet, nothing. Voilà, exactly, Chantal, the back room. Yeah. This place is a place where we send all the. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's okay. Where we send all the yellow bins, and we organize all the months for children, for company, for restaurant, visit of this place, because when you visit. This place is about 45,000 every year. Just sorting, not recycling, just sorting. And when you visit a site like that, it's you can imagine it's a garbage mountain. It's a garbage mountain. This one is it's a new one, and it's very near, and it's very, very, very important to have a look to this kind of organization to know. Okay, I told you just before about 90 to 100 tons every month of recyclable collected by the SMA. On the right side, you can see the fosse. We call that the fosse. It's the garbage mountain. And now this is my other clothes when I go to Paprec every month. I told you Monaco don't select the yellow bins. The center selects two bins of Monaco, and we select one, and as you can see on the picture, you can see we put everything on the floor, and we sort everything. You have to know there is 13 solutions, 5 for the plastic, 1 for the paper, the other one for the carton, aluminium, small aluminium, steel, small steel. It's not really easy, but the machine is okay. But at this time, every month, I have to know what is the quality of the yellow beans in Monaco, and it's very important. And we can find a lot of strange things in the beans all the months. That's it for the moment. Thank you for I just want to share with you a few ideas about the project in Elafonisos, and for the Monaco waste management that finished. I just want to share with you a few things. Okay. We start 2 months ago with Effie and Katarina in Monaco. You need to build some action and to make something very quickly for everything, for you, for the tourists, for the attractivity of the island, for a lot of things. We are ready to help you for the waste management. Solutions are available now, starting maybe with the resident, to share with the resident the importance of the waste management on the island. If you want to preserve all the attractivity of the island, it's very important. Create a great green team. You need some hands to help you on the site, on the island, every day, and especially during the summer when the tourists come. You need a hand to share everything, to make information. There is a lot of things, a lot of work, but nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. You have to start now, and I think it's the good moment, because this week was a little bit incredible with the Prince Albert and everyone, la Fondation Albert II, le Centre Scientifique de Monaco. Let's start thinking about the color of the beans, what direction of what we can do with the beans, what the solution we can give to the visitor and all the tourists. Let's talk about waste management. We have to, you have to, and we have to. The current situation is not a solution for the present. To preserve the future, this place is a paradise, and you have to think about the future. And you have to think about preserve this. I think I told you, Effie, but I think Elafonisos can come a green destination, and some idea. I don't know. I just want to share. If I come for one day on the island for a day, I need a car. I need my own car to visit the island for one day. Or can we have some electric shuttle to make the round of the island? Can we have some electric bike to go to the site? It's a small site. It's a small town, and we can have a lot of solution. Maybe create a large parking before the ferry and just bring the tourists. They don't need a car. In the south of France, we got a small island. It's Porquerolles, and during the summer, it's so busy. No one gets the car. Everyone is walking, cycling, and a green shuttle. I think it's a very important point, because I'm very lucky. I visit beautiful place yesterday. It was very quiet, but maybe if you organize an Eco Week on July, it's not really the same for everyone. But I prefer come at this time. And I just want to finish. Let's start now. We are ready to help you and make this paradise a green destination. Very important, and for everyone. Thank you very much.
Oh, this was wonderful. I think this here is happening something very interesting and beautiful at the same time, because we have here someone that is telling, I'm ready to help, I'm here to help, and we have here someone that tell us how to find funds, let's say, in case this is also a problem. My dad always say to me, find first the idea, how to solve it, and then we will find a way. because there is always a way. And he's super right. And also he just says something, and he says everything is possible. And if we manage to bring the Prince Albert II of Monaco to the island, we can manage to achieve more projects with the community, with the locals. And on the other side, I think that Monaco is not a big place, but it's a place where big things happen, big events, a lot of hotels, a lot of tourism, constantly social events happening all the time. And they have a big challenge because they have to have everything on time perfectly and manage the waste accurately, and they still have challenges, imagine. So they are doing a very good job, and if we can replicate or learn something from them, and if they are here ready to help, I think this is a chance that we cannot waste, first of all. Also, I think that I'm in the marketing field, and I think that green marketing is very important because people are doing things, but they don't want to do too much marketing because they don't want to make this like a company, look like a company. But we have to think that if we don't communicate properly what we do, we are not going to achieve to get to the community, which is the people that is when we start projects. So we have to communicate, we have to make marketing, even if we are not a private company, even if it's a non-profit organization, even if it's an NGO, even if it's an association. Marketing is important, and education programs are important because, let's say, we are doing too much effort, and we still have the challenge to bring locals here. I want to know how many locals are here. And I think it's only the mayor. And I think this cannot happen anymore. We need to bring the locals, the owners of the restaurants, you have port, we have port. It's not the same situation. If you manage that, we can do it in the small port. Where are the fishermen? Where are the owner shops? I don't see them here. So there is a big challenge because we have the funds, we can find the money, we can find the idea. Where is the people? I don't see them. And this is something that we cannot take it like, no, it's too hard, we cannot do that. It's hard, but I will tell you something. I'm coming from Colombia, from Medellin, a country that years ago had a big violence problem situation with narco traffic. You know all this, right? I don't have to say it. I don't like to say it too much. but in my country, in Medellin, my other country, because I'm also Greek, my city, the capital is Bogota. My city is Medellin. Bogota has no metro, has no tram, has no transportation system, and is the bigger city and is the capital. In Medellin, we have metro, we have tram, we have telepheric, we have everything, because we believe in people. In Bogota, they don't. In Medellin, when they put the first time the metro, they will say, in some months it will destroy, nobody will take care of it, and we got an award of the most clean metro in Latin America. So I believe in people. I believe in people. Of course. Yeah, of course.
Sometimes, when we have solved our problems, we don't care about other problems. The touching thing is that you are willing to help us, even if it isn't your priority, even if you have solved your problems and use them in brackets, take care of others. So this umbrella that is offered to us, this help that is offered to us, I have the role to communicate to everybody, and I'm going to do that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I just want add one thing. At this time, you got some good energy, and save that energy to go up, because it's time. Yeah.
Here in Elafonisos, I've got from Monaco, but I need a picture from
Yes, of course. Elafonisos,
Oh, yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now it's time to have the presentation of Claire Richard. Did I say properly your last name? From BMed. So please, the floor is yours. I'm very happy you're here.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm leaving for Sparta. I'm going to do that on Saturday. I hope some of you to see you on Saturday and Sunday. For the rest, we're going to be in contact, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you on behalf of BMed for the implication on the project. We will talk later. All right. Now's the time. Kalimera. Hello, everybody. And I think I will first start my presentation by saying how amazed I am by seeing the motivation of everyone in the island. And it's amazing to be able to testify in a real person of how the project is going and how the project is launching on the island. This is really amazing for me to be able to witness this. So I'm Claire Richard, and maybe we've met a bit before, and I'm representing today the association Beyond Plastic Med, which was funded in 2015, that's it, by 5 association members. Okay, don't think it works. Never mind. It was funded by the Foundation Prince Albert II of Monaco, Surfrider Europe, the MAVA Foundation, and the Foundation Tara Océan. These 5 big organizations working on the ocean conservation decided to team up in 2015 to give a presentation on the danger of plastic pollution in the Mediterranean. And they wanted to do more, they wanted to go further, and so a year later they launched the first call for micro-initiative and the first call for funding. And after they wanted to do more again, and so we became an association in 2019. So what BMed is doing is that we are funding each year some micro-initiative all around the Mediterranean, and we select between 10 and 15 projects per year. And the grant that we offer is 10,000 euros. It's okay, it's just a presentation To be honest, I don't think it's the best one I've made. Never mind. And why are we working on the Mediterranean? First, because in total transparency, I think it's the best sea of the world and it's the most beautiful. But also because it's very interesting to work at a regional level. Because we noticed during all the week and during all the presentation that we have common issues, common goals. And of course, if we are not doing the same efforts on one part of the Mediterranean, then it can cause problems. Also because the geography of the Mediterranean is a almost closed sea, so that also encourages the challenge of working together. But that motivates us as well, because we share the same passion and the same attachment to the sea. So I guess this is also our force to work in the Mediterranean region. And then why are we working on plastic specifically? It's because it's kind of a dangerous material for the marine environment, and I'm sure all of you in this room is well aware of the danger in the marine environment on animals, but also on ecological level. The bigger part of plastic are doing harm to the environment by suffocation to the animals, entanglement, all sorts of harm, but as well as chemical problems. Plastic is a very, very good vessel for particles, viruses, and bacteria to fix on, and it's very easy to transport. So it can flew from one part of the sea to completely the other one and contaminate the place. Plastic is also very harmful for human health. And Zana talked this morning about finding plastic in our blood. There's also plastic in fetuses, in breast milk. And the problem is that in plastic there's a lot of other components, additives. And they can be harmful for... there is a toxicity on plastic and also endocrine disruptor. And that the research is not done yet on all the potential impact on human health about all these additives, but we starting to see that it's really a big problem on human health as well. So, this way. Perfect. I was talking earlier about the project we supported. To date, we financed 92 projects in the Mediterranean, sometimes twice. And you'll have, just after my presentation, you will have the chance to have some testimony of organization we had the chance to support. So we are present for the moment in 15 countries around the Mediterranean. And so, as I said, we run this call for micro initiative each year. What we support is projects fighting against plastic pollution. And our philosophy is to reduce the plastic at its source. Because we had an amazing presentation on recycling, and this is part of the solution, obviously, and we have to continue finance it, increase the recycling rate, and do the most we can do to recycle what can be recycled. But at the same time, it's very important that we lower the consumption of plastic at its source and the consumption of single-use items. I'm very happy about the presentation of Zana this morning because we shared exactly the same value and we have some activities that goes together very well. And it's pleasing to meet some organization with the same goal. So our project goes from sensibilization of children to very local recycling stations. It works sometimes with very specific group of people, such as fishermen. We have a lot of projects with the tourism industry, which is a very important topic in the Mediterranean, and This is somewhere we can do a lot of efforts still, and there's a lot of initiative that we can be inspired about. This is for the call for micro initiative, and we also had, for the moment it was only one time, but we also had a bigger call for funding specific to islands, because we believe islands could be a very good laboratory to implement solutions and to replicate it around the Mediterranean. We witnessed this all the week long. If we can do it in an island with all the challenges they're facing, we could basically do it anywhere. So I forgot about it on the slides, sorry. But we had the BMED Island Call, and it was 5 projects. The most important one was in the Balearic Islands, and they run a certification with the tourism industry. And that worked very well, and they're trying to export their knowledge abroad. So this is for the BMED Island, and then we also have a community of practice of all the members that we supported, because we believe, and I think you all believe as well, I don't have to convince you, because the Elafonisos Eco Association already contacted some of the BMED members, and I think this is amazing to get solution from them, to be able to share advice, experience, and not to reinvent the wheel each time, you know. So we are building a community. It's not as simple as it does, but with motivated people as we have in the room today, it's going very much easily. And we have on our website, I put it that here because we have a lot of resources on plastic pollution and how we can help. And you could sort by geographical area, and a lot of resources come from our members of the community. So it's an important display for the work all of the projects we supported have been doing. And then after in BMED, we also believe that working with the private sector is key. It's essential to involve companies in these challenges and in the plastic reduction. So in 2020, BMED founded his business club, and the aim for this is to reunite private companies, big ones, with a scientific committee and members of the civil society, the NGOs. They are the founding NGOs in BMED, and we reunite them together to be able to have a dialogue on their plastic pollution problems, on the specific challenges the company face. We are gathering them and opening the discussion. It can be on bioplastic, which is a touchy matter. It can be on finding very particular solution. For example, we worked on the, I don't know how to explain this maybe in English, but in cosmetic brands, you often have a lot of samples, and there are very tiny plastic bags that it's impossible to recycle, because there is a mix of material, it's tiny, and you can't, and it's also in very large quantities. So that was one issue that the members of the BMED Business Club were facing, and so we tried to tackle it. We gave solution. Now it's on the hands of the company to implement it or to keep researching. We found that it's not an easy solution, but the exchange between those 3 different members, the scientific committee, to ensure that everything is robust and there is no environmental impact transfer, because we care a lot about this. The NGOs that are challenging the enterprise to go further, and the company that bring to the table the reality of a trade and of their activities. This is very interesting. And on the side of those dialogues on a particular matter within the business club, we also run pilot projects. The first one we had was in 2021, and we worked in the south of France, in Marseille, in a 5-star hotel called Intercontinental Marseille Hôtel Dieu. And we accompanied the hotel for 1 year and a half, from the beginning to the end, to reduce considerably the use of plastic, of single-use plastic within the hotel. I will present at the end, maybe more the method that we came up with, but the result of the project were amazing in terms of environmental impact, economical benefit for the hotel, and of image as well. For the clients, image for the clients, because they came here because of this improvement in plastic reduction, but as well as an employer. Like, I don't know if it's the same situation in Greece, but after COVID, the tourism industry in France were very affected, and they are not finding people to work in the tourism industry anymore because the conditions are difficult, because the hours are impossible, and sometimes the salary are not matching those conditions. So now employees of this sector, they want more. And this employer's image of going green and sustainable, they found that it's helping them to employ and to recruit new people. So this is the general result of the Intercontinental Marseille Hôtel Dieu project, and we're replicating it in Tunisia, Hammamet, also in a 5-star hotel called La Badira. And actually tomorrow is the launch, the official launch of the project there. And we are going to focus on other types of plastic. In Marseille, we were focusing more on the front office and how we can reduce plastic that are visible to the clients. So it was the amenities in the bathroom, it was the toothbrush, the chocolate milk pods, the water bottle, all this kind of thing. And in La Badira, we are exploring another area, which is the back office, everything that goes in the kitchen, and that we need to tackle. Like this, we will have a large éventail. Maybe someone can, yeah, okay, a large palette of solution, and as well in 2 different contexts. Tunisia and Marseille are very different in terms of waste management, in terms of supplier and availability of alternatives. So we are very interested in replicating this project with different components. That's the guide I was talking about. After the first pilot project, we wanted to share the most we can, the methodology, and how we could help hotel. Actually, our goal is for hotel to be able to, in autonomy, being able to tackle this plastic problem and to guide them step by step, and giving all the advice, all the traps, all the experience from the Intercontinental, for them to engage in this approach and in this effort to reduce their plastic consumption. So we built a methodology in 6 steps, and in all of this, it's available on our website, and all of this is very detailed. It takes a little bit long to read, I have to confess, but it's designed for an hotel who wants to engage. They open this book and they have pretty much all they can ask for, and all the guidance they can ask for to engage in this approach. This is not the end. Why I'm here today is because we are going to fund Elafonisos Eco on this year micro-initiative call. We received the application of Elafonisos Eco, and they are going to work with the grocery shops owners. And we found that it's very interesting. They are going to work with them to reduce and remove the plastic bags. We found that it's very interesting because we are interested in the supermarket subject, because this is obviously a high consumer plastic. and they will work with them, involving locals, and also to find alternatives of plastic bags, because you obviously have to carry your groceries still. It doesn't magically appear to your house. There will be a distribution of tote bags, but what we also liked on the project is that it was think about like we are not just going to have tote bags here, we're also going to produce them on the island, and the idea is to use unused bed sheets. So I think you should team up with Zana at some point to produce them, and there will be sewing machine on the island, and training for the local to be involved in this tote bag production. So maybe Katarina wants to project a little bit more the project, and yes, thank you, because during the application process and the selection process of Elafonisos Eco, Enrico and Katarina and maybe Alex, that I didn't knew about before, but you were there and backwards. You were always happy to go forward and to go one step further in the ecological engagement, and that's very, very interesting for us. So yeah, I'll let you present your project.
Thank you. Thank you, Claire. Great. Okay, thank you, Claire, for your presentation. I'm here with Alexander Balsan. We are friends since 2008 at the university. He's doing his PhD internship in Elafonisos Eco in tourism. And he's also helping us a lot during the Eco Week for the preparation, the application for projects, not only for BMed, also for a water kiosk that we are planning to get with cold water, hopefully. This time we're going to present the project, but before we start, I want to tell you, 2 days ago, Henry showed me an image that it was like an internet joke, let's say, and it was like someone in a shop, inside a shop, asking for, hello, can you please give me a plastic bag? And they were holding a fish, and they say, here you are. And I would think that was powerful. It was powerful, and it's basically the summary of our project. Like, I could even just finish now and you understood everything, but we will give you some details. So please, Alex, explain a bit more about this.
Well, first of all, I would like, as this is the first time that I can address to the public, to say hello to Enrico and to thank him for preparing all this wonderful event, and thank you for all of you for being here listening to this project. And being part of this project that we presented, we worked in December for many days to present this project to be met. And yes, as Katarina said, there is like this, it's like only the best way to show the impact of this process is when you think the reality of where the plastic goes. And Jana told us this morning on her presentation that they discovered now that we have plastic in our bodies, I mean, inside of us, and our cells, and maybe in our brain. They're doing studies to check on that. And yes, when we heard that microplastics are present on the stomach of some sea animals, it's terrifying. But now that we have that, we as humans, we are also having microplastics inside our cells, is even more preoccupying. So even more worrying, sorry. But now we are presenting small solutions, because we understand that even the island is small, we cannot come with a big impact to make huge changes at once. We need to make little changes one by one, so people can start to understand, the locals can start to understand the importance of making these little changes. So we presented this plastic bag-free project to be made in order to show the locals the importance of changing the way we consume plastic bags. And this project, we thought about it many times, and including we added after the presentation something that was great thanks to Be Made Again, because they don't only provide the resources, they also make a group of experts, so including people that had been funded before, so they can transfer some knowledge. So, and this is not the first project that is being funded by Be Made like this. So they let us have all the knowledge of previous experiences, and we use some of that information in order so our project is even better. So we're going to bring, as Katerina has been telling you all this day, this is a very good example of reusing materials. We're going to use recycled fabrics, but we just don't want to provide the bags for the recycled bags to the people. We want that the people from Elafonisos can learn how to prepare and how to make their own tote bags. So it will give you even more engagement with the process, because it's my own bag. I made my own bag. You have seen, or you may not have seen the big problematic that we have here in Elafonisos with the Scupidia, with the garbage. We all know Simos, we all know Panagia, we all know the Limani, the port and all this area, which is beautiful. But this is also the reality of the island. If we go up the mountain, we're going to see this, and trust me, what you're seeing is not everything. It just is a little part of what you're going to find of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plastic bags and rest of garbage in the middle of the island. So if we want to think about sustainability, not only ecological sustainability, if we want to think of the sustainability of the island itself, and I'm going to say it, economically, this cannot be happening anymore. We need to solve this urgently, and that baby step that we are taking now is making these changes. I'm sorry, Katerina, in the previous picture, you can see the bags flying. I mean, we take all the garbage, or the people here take all the garbage up to the mountain, and the bags with the wind, as you can see here, it's very windy, they blow away. So where are they going again? To the sea. They're going again to the beaches, etc. So this is a very big problematic that we have here, not only in Elafonisos, but in many islands in the Mediterranean.
Actually, regarding this, last week we received an email from a tourist here in the island. It was a family, and it was the second time they were visiting the island for vacation, and they sent us an email on Elafonisos Eco saying, like, probably we are one of the first wave of tourists the season, but we found, and they sent us the pictures, a dead turtle in the beach, and around it was full of plastic. So they mentioned in the email that probably that was the reason the turtle died. And this is tragic. This is tragic because it's the humans that are killing the turtles. It's just a small report from a tourist that he was interested in that, because he couldn't just walk around and do anything else, right? But this project gives us hope, because this is something that it's supposed to be already forbidden in the European Union, the plastic bags. It's supposed that everybody should accomplish this already, but it sounds super simple, like this project, to reduce plastic bags, but it's not simple, because if we don't start from the basics, how can we achieve the rest? So I will...
Yeah. Well, yes. This is the expectations and the reality of the island, unfortunately. Something that we see and the pictures in the social media, but the reality is the picture that you're seeing here. with all this garbage. And there is also information that has been published in some articles where we see that here in Greece, the people of Greece consume more plastics on average than the rest of the European Union countries. So it's even difficult to address these kind of problems when you know that the culture of the people is carrying plastic bags all the time. So we just want to make these little changes, as Katerina is saying, so we can have a little reduce in these numbers, but it's not going to be easy. We know it, but we're going to work with the community for this. Okay, so in this case, yes, the Greek people consume around 300 plastic bags per person per year, and as I'm telling you, this is above the average of the rest of the European countries. And sadly, the majority of those bags will end into the sea because there is no correct way of disposing these bags, specifically when we're speaking of islands. So the objective of our project was to create a solution for this problematic that we do. And in this way, we're going not also to provide the bags, not also to create and to ensemble the bags here in the island, but also to have an educational program so we can address the people and we can work with the people so they're conscious of the changes and why are we making these practical solutions.
Actually, I think this is the biggest challenge because calling a supplier of bags to give it to the people, it's not complicated. Paying them is not complicated. Bringing it to the island is not complicated. But making people use it properly, it is complicated. So education is one of the biggest challenges in this program, in this project, because as you can see, and I mentioned before, I don't see any local here. And that's what we want to do, to bring them with us. So the best solution is to include them in the solution. So in that case, we would like to have the bags in two different ways. We will offer the bags like the previous that Stefan showed to us, that is not one single-use plastic, is to reuse it, and it lasts 2 years, probably even more. For the locals, we will give to every local one big, so they can go supermarket and they can fit everything there. And for the tourists, we will have fabric cotton bags with fabric waste from 2 partners, and also we are going to produce them here with some locals, so they can actually produce it and sell it even to Neapoli, to Sparta. They can have a business with that. And it's going to be reused, including local communities, and is going to kind of help us to solve the situation. Of course, it needs to have like a future plan so we can keep it and not in long term, because this is also a challenge. And we are planning to have education plans, and out of the shops they're gonna have these wooden boards, because it doesn't make sense if it was a sticker in plastic, right? So this it was made because in Greece we have a lot of fires during the summer. There is an area that the name is Evia, and they had a huge fire the last 2 years. 2 years ago, sorry. And they still have a lot of trees that they are burned. So, but in the inside, they're still okay. You can still use the wood. So this was made one of these burned trees. So I think this is also very beautiful to tell, because this is reuse something that was burned by nature. Okay.
Just to continue with this, once the shops got the sign, they will stop providing plastic bags. They are prepared for that, and they will give every person from Elafonisos the first bag. So when they go for shopping, they know that now there is a solution. And after that, if they forget, they will have another one. So we have prepared this already. But the idea is like, as they say, siga, siga, slowly, slowly, they can adapt to these solutions. But we also include the tourists on this program, because the problem is not only the local people. Of course, we have also a concern with the tourists. So we're going to provide the tourists also when they arrive to the island, specifically with the hotels. For people who is going to stay inside the island, we're going to provide them as well cotton bags. So when they go shopping or they want to go take something from the hotels, etc., they can use these bags. Something, as I was telling you, something very beautiful that we got from this community that BMed has with the other funded projects is that in another example where they apply this kind of projects, they told us you can put in the port like a container, so the people, the tourists, that when they're going to leave the island, if they want, they can leave the bag. So and a future tourist, when they come, they can reuse these bags. For us, it's also like a type of souvenir. If they want to take it, I mean, we want the bag to be beautiful, so if someone wants to take us as a souvenir from the island, it's great. But if you're conscious and you want to reduce, then we can dispose a place where the people can give it back. Of course, we check that it's clean, etc., and then we can reuse it.
So yeah, as you can see, we will start with 4 shops, hopefully to have more shops join us during the process. We will have 15,000 for the tourists in cotton, because this is a huge problem in the tourism season. We have 400 people during winter, but it could be 6,000 during summer. So it's very huge difference, and they leave a lot of plastic, not only bags, also bottles and so. But the idea is to have, it was a very nice, I think that BMed create this community and listen from others, and they gave us this idea to have at the port something they can let, so you can use it again. I think it's wonderful, because also cotton bags are not a super solution, still reduce the plastic, but it's not the best idea. So, but is for now it's what we can start. So while we educate and so, and then. The idea as well is to make the locals participate, and hopefully in the next Eco Week we can give you more results. We can tell you the experience, how it was, and I hope next year when you are here you can also take your souvenir bag with you.
Another great thing with this project is that I mean, as I was telling you, the project is full of different educational programs. That is not only like conferences it's something that we have to do very closely with the communities, and of course with aid of social media, and of course with the aid of some graphics, etc., because that's the way now we have to speak to the people. But again, this project is also part of a master plan that we have to say it in Enrico's mind. This master plan that Enrico has been trying to develop and to present in different parts, so we can have a better island for 2030. So this is just one little piece of this big puzzle, and we hope that with the aid and with the help of other organizations, including the Dimarchio of the municipality of Elafonisos and other places, we can achieve most of these projects, or I hope all of these projects, because it's all of them for the benefit of the people of Elafonisos, and this is why we are doing all this.
And now I want to call Anastasia from IC, because she already had a project with BMed, and she's currently also this year in the continuation of the project. I want her to tell us the experience and about your project. Thank you, Alex, for everything.
Thank you, Katerina. And first of all, I want to warmly thank Enrico and Katerina that finally managed to bring us in Elafonisos, and that they are trying for the last 2 or 3 years to build a strong collaboration, not only with IC, but in general, working through a collaborative way. So, may I have my presentation, please? My name is Anastasia Haritou. I represent a Greek NGO called IC, and for those that may don't know us, we are based in Thessaloniki, founded on 2016. Sorry, I forgot that I also have to do this. Pointing at your computer, right? Okay, thank you. Yeah, we are based in Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is located in the north of Greece. We were founded in 2016. I will skip some things because we are close to the end, and I will try to keep it short. Sorry.
New,
Okay,
previous.
thank you. And this is our main goals. We are working towards the preservation and protection of the aquatic ecosystems with the aim to promote science-based management through scientific research, awareness raising, and advocacy on 4 main different pillars. One of our pillars is the aquatic litter. Within this pillar are the projects that I'm going to focus and present to you today. Within this pillar, we're working in different levels, from data collection to awareness raising and public events like cleanups, but also to local interventions along with the local communities when things need to be done in order to mitigate the marine litter pollution in particular areas. So we are based in Thessaloniki, but these are the areas that we implement with different projects. We work throughout the whole Greece, but also throughout the Mediterranean, mainly through stable collaboration network that we have developed through the last years. And today I'm going to present you 2 different cases on a marine litter project. The first one refers on a national awareness raising campaign that dates back in 2019. And the next one refers to a local action that takes place since 2019 again in Thessaloniki. In 2019, we started the awareness raising campaign Zero Plastic, which started with the aim to raise awareness about marine plastic and microplastic pollution in the Greek seas. During the first year, we implemented multiple actions that all of them aim to set a baseline of materials, focus on school-aged children, but also on tourism industry. So we created lots of material, informative material, in order to promote the impact of marine plastic pollution. And we organized many events, educational events in schools, but also public events and cleanups in order to promote and communicate this material. We also conducted events for the tourism industry representatives in Thessaloniki, but also we participated in many events when lots of visitors of Greek high tourism areas were there in order to inform them about what they can do during their vacations in order to mitigate their footprint in terms of the plastic pollution and the plastic litter that they dispose. The next year, in 2020, we focused in the tourism industry, working very close with the diving centers throughout the whole Greece. The diving centers in Greece receive thousands of visitors, so what we did was to provide them with all the materials we had already created, train them as trainers of their visitors, so provide them with all the information and the way they can raise awareness to their visitors. But also, we collaborated with them in order to assess the single-use plastics and the products containing microplastics that they used within their activities. So from sunscreens containing microplastics to other equipment, single-use glasses they provide to the single-use cups they provide to their visitors. First of all, they reported in a monthly basis these amounts to us, and then in collaboration with us, we provided them with alternative solutions in order to mitigate the amounts they produce. They were also participating in a citizen science project of Paddy where they collected data on benthic marine litter. And of course, they were organizing public events, mainly underwater cleanups, in order to raise awareness to the local people in the places they were located. And in 2022, we also joined forces with BMed, and the idea was to expand the impact of our campaign. We also included diving centers of Cyprus, and we also tried to reach people that probably are not very interested or keen on environmental issues or plastic pollution in particular. So our idea was to use art as a strong tool in order to spread the message to the world. We conducted lots of actions based on art. First of all, an iconic action for us was to light the White Tower in blue during the World Ocean Day. The White Tower is the most iconic and well-known monument of Thessaloniki, so many people, thousands of people, had the chance to look for information and look for the reason why the tower is in blue during this important for us day. And this was an opportunity for us to provide them with information and raise awareness among them on the issue of marine plastic pollution. We also conducted a photography campaign. This is one example of how the photos were setted, trying to put scientific information in strong pictures that would motivate the public on the issue. And we created a big mural, the one that you previously saw, in a big road in Thessaloniki. And we also involved different local teams like children teams or immigrant teams in Thessaloniki, who they placed different smaller artworks in central places in Thessaloniki city, like small messages near the waste treatments of Thessaloniki or near bins. Sorry. So this is the White Tower in blue. It became really viral for the area during this and the days that followed. And these are some of the smaller artworks that we used. The one is saying, reduce your waste, and the other is saying, don't feed the fish, and depicting cigarette butts. And finally, in Cyprus and Greece, we had a total of 17 diving centers participating, but we also provided to even more diving centers with the material. So the total of 29 diving centers were not actually involved, but they were actually informed. This is the way we did the smaller artworks, and these are some numbers, because as Anna said, numbers count, of the results of the actions we implemented. Some cleanups, the total weight of litter removed. And I will move forward to a smaller point on the map, which is Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is surrounded from Axios Delta National Park. Thessaloniki's development is strongly connected to the ecosystem services that Thermaikos Gulf provides to the local people. There are extended deltas of big rivers that end in Thermaikos Gulf, but there are also very intensive human activities like agriculture and also mussel farming. Thessaloniki city, mussel farming production in Greece that comes from Thessaloniki city is the second largest in the Mediterranean. So all these activities, including mussel farming, pose many threats to the marine environment and are a main source of marine litter in the area. According to the results we have from beaches around Thermaikos Gulf, which are systematically monitored according to protocols, more than 64% of the marine litter found in the beaches around Thessaloniki are related to mussel farming, and in particular they are mainly include the plastic nets. They are small nets like socks that mussel farmers use for the cultivation of the mussels. In every 100 meters of beach, close to the fishing ports which mussel farmers are using, we find more than 200 pieces of these plastic nets. So our action in the area, actually this is a community-based project, and it started in 2019 within a European indirect project, Plastic Buster MBAs, and with the support of the Mediterranean Information Office. We established a derelict fishing gear management scheme, which in the reality means that we designated particular areas where mussel farmers could dispose separately these items. So we managed to collect, first of all, we managed to bring together 3 mussel farming associations of the area, 2 different municipality authorities, and the authority of the regional unit of Thessaloniki. And along with the management authority of the area, which is in charge for the management of the protected area in the national park, we decided all together the places where these nets should be separately disposed. So as a result, we managed to transport 22 tons of these nets and recycle them. And we chose the way of mechanical recycling in Greece, in-house, as we say, because we decided that this was the most proper way to minimize also the footprint of the recycling procedure of these materials. So all these nets were transported in Athens, where they became raw material for the plastic industry from the beginning. And now, with the support of BMED this year, we are planning to further equip these stations, these places that we have designated in order to make the procedure easier, to, of course, pay the big cost for transporting all these materials from Thessaloniki to Athens, but also this interaction and close collaboration with the mussel farmers brought up some other of their needs. They are aware of environmental issues in the area. They are totally aware that their professional activities and the way they make their living is totally connected with the health of the marine ecosystem in the area. So they are not only interested on marine litter pollution, they are also interested on other environmental issues that are taking place in the area and affect their activities. And since this need came up, we are also planning to organize some roundtables, and according to the results of these roundtables, organize workshops in which we will bring the scientific community in contact with the mussel farmers and provide the mussel farmers with the scientific information they need in order to act more environmentally aware, but also improve the situation, the environmental situation in the area. And we are also looking through these roundtables and workshops to find a way not only recycling these plastic nets, but also look for reusing opportunities, because this was not a scenario during the previous years. But now this seems that it will be possible. And these are the actions that we're going to do today, this year. We will also look for ways to recycle plastic barrels. So mussel farmers are using recyclable plastic barrels as floaters, and mainly due to weather conditions, most of these plastic barrels end as beached marine litter in the close-by beaches. And together with the management authority and the municipal authorities, we are trying to find ways to collect these barrels, store these barrels, and also either reuse them if they are in good condition, or recycle them. And these were a brief description of the projects, but I will be more than happy to provide you with more details. Thank you.
Great, Anastasia, thank you very much. Thank you to be met again, because you make this happen. And now, Philippos Drusiotis from Cyprus. He came from Cyprus to Elafonisos, and I'm very happy for that. Yeah, please.
Hello, and from me, it's nice to be here, first time in Elafonisos. It's nice to share things. I think what made me to come here is because I want to share what we are doing, and also to want to listen from you what you are doing. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We need to just pick up ideas and do them better at all our own places. One thing that I'd like to comment on the previous presentation, especially about the one here in Elafonisos, we tried in 2010 to create a cotton bag with a tour operator at that time, and we gave 20,000 cotton bags to self-catering apartments. And the tourists, when they came to the hotel apartment, they picked up a cotton bag with the logos and everything, was a souvenir. And we managed to save within a season 50,000 plastic bags within a season. That's one of the things that I can share with you. And another thing that I can share with you, we engage the people in the tourist industry and how we get involved the locals. Well, so we have association with the tour operators, and that the tour operators convince the hotels, of the local hotels and the local businesses, to participate in our projects. And some of them right now then was more difficult. Now it's a lot easier, because green, it's a trend. And we like the people that they really believe into this, rather than they want to do the greenwashing, as we said. So it's nice to see. I will share with you some of the projects that we work in Cyprus with regard with plastic. If I manage to use this. Okay, we are a non-profit organization that we were started since 2006, and we were affiliated with the Travel Foundation of Bristol. We promote sustainable tourism and involves all the 3 pillars of sustainability. And at that time, when I started using the word sustainability, it was like a foreign word. People didn't know what meant sustainability. Maybe we didn't understand as well what meant sustainability. Cyprus has a big problem of plastic pollution, and then we see in all the depths of the sea, we see plastic found everywhere, and we like to solve the problem. Plastics made up 95% of sea and beach waste around the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean Sea has one of the highest levels of plastic pollution, and we are part of that as well. 80% of rubbish collected in Cyprus beaches is plastic, so we want to be aware of that. And this plastic increases during the summer months, where we have about 4 million tourists every year. The plastic increases during the summer months from May until the end of October. We're estimating about 100,000 marine mammals die, and over 1 million seabirds are killed because of the plastic. Marine pollution costs the world up to 2.5 trillion per year, and everybody knows by 2050 we'll have plastic than fish in our oceans. Okay. I think it was mentioned today that the plastic affects our health, from the children to the women and to the men, so it affects everybody, so we need to take that into consideration. Okay, sorry. Okay, we started addressing plastic in 2010 when we did with Thomas Cook. Thomas Cook was the biggest tour operator at that time, one of the biggest tour operators, and we managed to engage the people in the tourist industry. Because we have Thomas Cook, we didn't have a difficulty to engage them. We went to some hotels, we engaged the hotels. One hotel was all-inclusive hotel, was using 1,110 plastic bottles per day, and on 184 days with Thomas Cook clients. So we decided to get rid of those plastic bottles by introducing water stations in the hotels and encourage the people to use the reusable glass cups and avoid to using the plastic bottles. And the hotel managed to save almost 200,000 plastic bottles per year. So sustainable tourism makes good business sense. And as you can see there, we have the Thomas Cook people, and we created the Rondel, the Thinker, with 1,100 plastic bottles. And we had it at the World Travel Market back in 2000, I think, 10, 11, I'm not sure. So we managed to do that. And with Thomas Cook, we also did the project with the cotton bag. We reduced the plastic bags. And at that time, we wanted to make one village to be plastic-free from plastic bags. But at that time, we have the plastic producers. They didn't like that. So that idea didn't go through. But now in Cyprus, we have to pay for the plastic bag. And now, so it means we reduce by millions the consumption of plastic bags in Cyprus. I don't know what's happening in Greece. I think you have that law as well, the same law. So you have to pay, so we reduce the plastic bags in Cyprus. One of the things that we found with regard with the plastic bags in the hotels is we encourage the hotelier, if you are in your room, you don't use 2 plastic bags. You only use 1. And we did with Thomas Cook, we informed their clients and tell them, if you have wet garbage, use the bin in the bathroom. And in the bin, in the room, we did not have a plastic bag. So that's we cut the consumption of plastic bags by half. That was accepted by the hotels. Even 5-star hotels are doing that, and that's a good idea. Maybe they can do it in this hotel here, because if you check in your room, you have 2 plastic bags. So you don't need 2 plastic bags. You only need 1 plastic bag in the bathroom. So these are some of the ideas we introduced. One hotel was using plastic cups at that time, before and now they're using reusable cups. So we manage a lot of things. I think you can read them. I cannot see them here, so I can read. You can see what we have achieved maybe there, and then of course the presentation is also available. So the association with Thomas Cook helped us to go into the industry, helped us to get the hoteliers to get engaged, and they helped us to communicate with the tourists. So that has a big impact. We are very happy to be the first ones. I think the Thomas Cook project, that was a project that got me invited the first time in Monaco. We didn't have a BMED project, but I was invited to talk about this project to the conference in Monaco about plastic, and we discussed about those things that we did. And then after that, they told me to submit. We're going to have this BMED process, so we are the first ones. We submitted the application, and we got our first BMED project, Prevent Plastic in the Mediterranean Sea. So that one was with the hotel industry. So we went to the hotels, trained the hotels. We went leaflets we put in all the hotel rooms in the Cyprus and so forth. And the other one we did it in 2018 was the plastic-free entertainment cruises and water sport activities. Was a project to engage these people, the water sports activities and the mini cruises in Cyprus, to reduce the use of plastic that they use. And they want eventually reduce the plastic that ends up in the Mediterranean Sea. And this is one of the events we did with the municipality of Larnaca. You see the truck there. In about an hour, we collected this with the divers in Larnaca. And we even collected bikes and chairs from the sea. It's an amazing. So that was not a very good thing. One thing that I very much believe is that when we had one of our AGMs, we invited all the BMED laureates, and they came to Cyprus, so we share knowledge. So everybody, even the scientific director of BMED came, and His Highness the Prince Albert also sends us video messages to our events. They came there and they presented the findings of their of their projects, so we learn from each other and see ideas that are applicable in one area that can be replicated in another area. So that was a very good practice that we had. We also participated in the Plastic Waste Free Islands MED project with IUCN, trying to find out how the plastic ends up in the Mediterranean from the three areas, the waste, the fishery department, and the tourist department. As being experts in the tourist industry, we figured that out. You can see some of our activities engaging those our Deputy Minister of Tourism. We presented the results. And another project that we're very happy to introduce is the Keep Our Sun and Sea Plastic Free project. This is a project that we're doing with TUI Care Foundation, which is the arm of TUI, which means we have the leverage in Cyprus to convince the people to participate. This project started in 2019, and it was, and we have certain goals to achieve in this project. We wanted to reduce the use of single-use plastic and also to reduce the plastic that end up in the sea. We have measurable deliverables to convince so many businesses to participate. We convinced 100 hotels in the eastern part of Cyprus to participate in this project. That means we did training, workshops in them. We trained about 2,000 students about the problem of the pollution. And then we also did the community. For example, we send in the electricity bill, we send a message to everybody to use less plastic. In the community of Protaras and Ayanapa, very busy areas, we send them a message to them to reduce the single-use plastics and stop polluting. I have a video. Can you play the video, please? This is a video we developed that's also in English and in Greek with subtitles that TUI use it to remove where we mention Cyprus, and is using it in Greece, the TUI hotels in Greece, using it without the Cyprus there. So you can, it's a small video. Maybe, can you press it?
Can you hear the waves breaking on the sand? Can you feel the soft morning sun on your face as you relax on the beach? The coolness of the turquoise waters? Now, can you feel that plastic bag getting caught on your foot as you swim? That plastic wrapper you just stepped on? That discarded face mask that's trapping small turtles? Is this really what you want to experience? Cyprus is full of beautiful beaches. We love them, so we have to protect them. 80% of the waste collected on our beaches is plastic. Plastic litter kills seabirds and marine mammals, while microplastics are swallowed by fish, entering our food chain. This means that we end up eating the plastic too. If we don't do something, by 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in our seas. With a few small, simple acts, we can make a big difference. We can rethink our choices. We can refuse unnecessary plastics like straws and excess packaging. We can reduce our plastic use by choosing alternative materials, such as glass, paper, or fabric. Hotels, restaurants, and other local businesses can contribute by continuing to cut down on single-use plastic. Also, we don't need to throw away everything after one use. We can reuse plastic containers and bags and bring our own reusable coffee cups. And of course, we must recycle. Look out for the designated recycling bins. By cutting down on single-use plastics, we protect our seas and our beaches. We conserve our marine wildlife. We rethink our actions and make Cyprus an even more attractive place to be. We protect what we love for now and for future generations. We keep our sand and sea plastic-free.
You can see there the results of the first phase, which finished 2022. This video we played at the airport, so at the two airports of Cyprus, so people when they come, they see this video. We also, hotels played at the reception, so people see it and they are more responsible one during their holidays. So this is very important. You can see some of the numbers that we achieved during this period. It's there, so yeah, I don't have to repeat them. As you can see, 23 Boeing 737, 800 airplanes, basically that's what we managed to save these 3 years. The project was a big success, so we decided to have a phase 2. So we replicate this project to the whole island. So we're going to the other parts of Cyprus. So whereas the first phase was on the eastern part of Cyprus, and there are some specific actions that take place. You see some hotels participate out of the 100 businesses, and we show them to the other people. We do training in the hotels as well, in the schools. You can see there they're using the glass bottle. You can see some other parts, not plastic containers. This is the hotels that sign up in the project. We take a picture. They're very proud about it, and we promote that as well. We communicate. We also organize a lot of webinars online during the COVID period. You can see here we did education people. We have one of our project managers. She's very good with children, so she's a very good educator. She goes to schools. And we also did some cleaning campaigns. I'll tell you the story about the cleaning campaigns, and I would like you to use that as well. When we did the cleaning campaigns, I did it on Saturday, and I was with the Thomas Cook lady. She said to me, Philippos, why do you do cleaning on Saturday when the Cypriots will litter on Sunday? Because you know how Sundays are, during the summer, they're full of Cypriots, like here maybe. So then we say, it's no more cleaning campaigns. We give importance on awareness. We want people to make awareness. So it's a cleaning and awareness campaign. So we like to people to think twice before they throw the plastic or before they use the plastic. So cleaning and awareness campaign, this is what we do. This is some of the cleanings. We do also the measure according to the European protocol of the beaches, and we post it on internet. This is one of the concepts that we develop is a plastic-free beach. It's a plastic-free beach. We also develop a manual now, and we give it to the municipalities, and we call it plastic-free beach. Actually, it's the road to us making the beach a plastic-free beach. We put a water station so people can have a filter, a cold water, because like in Greece and in Cyprus, the tap water, we don't drink it. So we have a water station which filters and cold water during the summer. And we have a designated smoking area, because the cigarette butts is the worst problem we have. So there is a designated area for the beaches, and we also organize live links and we engage the youngsters and competitions among the youngsters, so they get awards. And if you collect within the next hour, 10 items, you get a cocktail free of charge, and then in no time you get the people coming up and waiting for their cocktails. This is at the airport when we posted the video. Larnaca Airport. We also create this is a smoking area on the middle. On the left-hand side, I don't know if you can see from there, is the turtle. It's created by plastic with students. So we engage the youngsters to create the turtle, and we have certain messages to give to the people, to convey to the people. And we give a name to each turtle and a little story about it and a little myth about it. So I think we have about 3 or 4 of these already in Cyprus. This is another water station we did in Larnaca. We gave the messages. We have also our mascot. And then you can see the smoking area, one of the best beaches in Europe, they say. In half an hour, we collected 1,100 cigarette butts with one class of elementary school. The best beach in Cyprus. So, okay, I don't want to say the name of the beach because they might not like it, but anyway. And in the middle, you see there, we make upcycling. We use plastic and we created a bench. And that's the middle, and also we created a smoking ashtray. On the right, there is an ashtray. So we encourage people to smoke in that area and to drop their cigarette butt there. Of course, it's better to have smoking-free beaches, and it needs also the municipality. To create plastic-free beach, it's very important to have the cooperation of the municipality, and it's very important to have the cooperation of nearby businesses. Very important. Otherwise, it's not going to have results. Okay, this is another plastic-free business. We created with 300 plastic bottles. Flamingos, the lake in Cyprus is very popular with the flamingos. So because that was in Larnaca, sorry. This was in Larnaca. The students again created this piece of art with 300 plastic bottles. And the last thing. We are creating another concept. It's called Beachfluencer. Beachfluencer, we believe it takes both of the two trends, green and digitalization. beach is a green, influencer is influencing. So what we want is, we want every one of us to become a beach influencer. So we give, each one will get one water bottle, one cup, and one shirt. And there they have also the barcode, so they find everything about this project. And we are very proud because on the 8th of June, the World Ocean Day, TUI, because this is the TUI Care Foundation, TUI will send a message to the 10,000 tourists that they are in Cyprus that day, and they will ask them to become beach influencers for the day of the World Day of Tourists, 8th of June. And we'll ask them to collect 10 items, mainly plastic, and they will send us a picture. And we get 10 winners, and then we will send them this package together with another hospitality gift from the Deputy Ministry of Tourism to thank them, and they will participate. I don't know how many will participate of the 10,000. I don't know. I can let you know. Maybe 100, maybe 10. I don't know. But I think we're going to have a good turnout. And this is how we promote this. This is how we promote it with the TUI people. You can see some pictures. The project got a World Responsible Tourist Award, and we were awarded the Silver Award at the World Travel Market in London last November. And we try to get also the young generation. This is a young girl from Cyprus that she participated in the Tokyo Olympics. She's a surfer. She gives the message that she wants to surf in clean waters. So we try to use her as well to pass the message. You can follow us on social media. Plastic is not fantastic. And we are part of the Global Tourist Plastic Initiative. Cyprus was the first signatory in Cyprus. Also the Glasgow Declaration on Climate, and we are very proud to sign that, and we try to convince the government of Cyprus also to sign. And this is one of our activities. Together we can do, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Thank you very much.
Great, that was very nice. I guess being part of the beach influencers includes to lay on the beach all day. I hope. I want to be one. So in this case, we're gonna have the last presentation of today, and then we're gonna have a closing by Enrico from the hospital. So after that, I will wait for you at 7:30 for the focaccia al formaggio in Californas. Is here in the. We will tell you, no worries. We go together. And once we finish here, we would like to have a group photo, if you agree, to remember these beautiful sessions. So please, Joanna, come to the podium, and she's Joanna Rousseau from the Growth Hub, and she will tell us everything about it. So please, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Okay. I will be very quick, don't worry. You don't have it? Yes, no problem. speak about. Okay. I'm very happy and glad to be here today. I want to thank Enrico and Katerina for inviting me here and meeting you all. So here, this is me. I'm co-founder and the lead director of Growth Hub, a non-profit organization, and also European Affairs Advisor at the Mayor at the Municipality of Tripolis. So Growth Hub is a non-profit organization based in Tripoli, but we are also doing projects all over Europe. We focus on soft skills, digital skills, mental health, and sustainability, and how we are doing that through workshops, seminars, Erasmus projects, and training courses. So our mission is youth mobility and employability. Our vision is to educate young people for necessary skills for 21st century skills, and also the 17 SDGs. Here are some of our projects that we have already done in our local community about mental health, about how young people can set goals, also about how they can discover new opportunities, how they can build their personality and be leaders for their future, and also about health and mental health issues. Here are some photos of our projects, approaching digital era to the province, how they can become digital nomads, how they can think digital and all these things. Here are also some other photos. It's very important that we have to say, like Katerina said before, it's really important how we can connect with the local people. It's really difficult how we can achieve that, but with events and trying to convince them to come and giving them some triggers to come, it's really important to approach them. Also here are some from our trips to Morocco, to Latvia. So yeah, we have some upcoming projects. This one is really important because it's about planting trees, green walks, green workshops, so we can cooperate with Elafonisos and do some together here or in Tripoli or somewhere in Peloponnese. We have also this project opportunities, university opportunities, where young people in Greece can find opportunities, and also all the local organizations can provide their opportunities there. So here you can see our platform. We have more than 450 participants and 35 volunteers from all over Greece. Here I'll talk you about a little bit of our municipality of Tripolis. The population of Tripolis is 47,000 people. As you can see, it's located in the center of Peloponnese. We are very close to Elafonisos. Tripolis is part of the 100 Intelligent Cities Challenge, so maybe also the mayor of Elafonisos can concern about this one. It's really important how Elafonisos can become an intelligent city. Here is also the sustainable city. We are part also from this one, and Power Poor. Progress. This is a European project that we are running now with Italy, France, Spain. It's a really interesting one because we are trying to communicate with local people and community, and through filming workshops and through other seminars, we are trying to discover how people think and how people want to connect with the municipality and, to grow all these opportunities. So this one is very interesting for you to also see as showcase. Also, I want to mention that like 2 days ago, we had a TEDx event in Tripolis. It was the first one, and it's really interesting because local people didn't want to accept this one because it was something new, something from America, so it was something very strange for them. But then, after it happened, they understood how important it is. So, Katerina, I want to mention that if you do something, you have to try to approach people from local community and then to show them how it really impacts them. because they will understand after. And it's really important also to connect with local newspaper and radio and all this stuff, just to communicate with them, because local peoples are very, very strange. So yeah. In conclusion, the future generation holds the key to a sustainable and inclusive world. We are really happy and we're really open to collaboration with Elafonisos ECO and of course all over Europe, other organizations to cooperate and do amazing stuff, because young people are really here to help, and I think if we don't start from young people, from people who are at schools, we can change the world, and then talk to younger and to older people to let them participate, because they want to see young people that they're doing stuff. So yeah, thank you very much. We are the change. Okay, so we are the change that we want to see in the world. This is my message. So thank you very much for having me. I was really quick. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Joanna, for your representation. I believe that the young people is the way to address many times many projects. Let's say last year we made a tree planting here in the island during November. In December, sorry, and it was very nice and surprise for me. It was a surprise for us in Elafonisos ECO that the teenagers from the island, all of them, they came with us and they planted trees with us together. It was very beautiful. We also made like adopt a tree. So we made small wooden boards with the names. And they put it and they hang it on the tree so they can take care. It's like they adopt this tree and they can go to check how the tree is, and they put some water, and the school help us as well, because they take them from time to time to go and check together the trees. So this is very beautiful, because making young part of this is the way to also give the message to the parents and the family and all the rest. So thank you, Joanna. I think it's a very important paper what you're doing, because moving the generations towards a sustainable development is very positive. Now we are waiting for Enrico. Is Enrico here?
Me?
Enrico, can you listen?
Yes, I listen you. You hear me?
Yes, we are here all listen to you.
But you hear me?
Yes.
You hear me?
Yes.
Ah, perfetto. Okay, well, hello to everybody. A big applause Caterina for the all the day.
And for the team as well, another one.
Sure. This morning I was with a different doctor in the operation location, and listen, this week I still have the 6th ecological symposium. Can you do something little bit short in order that I could be in 100% awake and a good position, and you will do the big operation next month. After a short but tough dialogue, they agreed, and not also. But I invite all of them in Elafonisos for the next symposium, and they will come.
We believe that you did it, we believe.
Just to summarize, I believe there are two concepts: collaboration, action, and action. This morning we start real, I don't know, I cannot say more an exceptional day. Zana, after I was trying to find, to obtain her in the last 4 years. It took time, but you know, when you would like to do something, we get it. I'm sorry, Mademoiselle Zana, but next time we will meet in Elafonisos, and I will come in Paros, because we have a lot of friends also in Paros, in order to have an Antipros also, in order to get together. Until we had a sparkling presentation by our friend Paolo Verri, with his 3 compagnons, and Stefano being the maître de la cérémonie of this group. We continue, I believe, with Stefan, and Stefan, it is, I don't like to call him a garbage man, but in reality, it is a person, and what they present in him is not only an executive, but he put his hand inside the garbage. And here it is something that I would like to really learn from him how he's doing. That means that if you need to know something, you have to start from the source and going at the end. If you're not looking everything in the supply chain, you lose half of the other. Claire, you give us a BMed explication, and I believe it's a very good idea of collaboration, Venezuela and Philippos, because going to collaboration, I'm sure that in Greece there are a lot of activity on plastic, on waste management, etc., and we are not aware of. My proposal, I suggest to start with a small group, and I believe that IC could be 1 point, in Cyprus, 2nd point. We could find different other islands in which we could meet and try to find all what is done in Mediterranean Sea, and a lot to learn. I believe that we learn a lot from IC and from Philippos, and I hope they will learn a lot from us. Exchange in this way, because if we need to spend every time to rethink, it just wastes time. And at the end, I believe that our Tripoli judge, I really appreciate. She's young, she started alone, she wanted to do it, and she did it. I believe it is very, very important. Talking about action, I agree with Caterina that action done without the local, it took too much time to get it. The local are a key area, and local must be together with the Dimkia together, because if they're not there, they've not understood until now the reason why what you're doing. To shake their hand to Prince Albert to make a picture, it is something just pure for the window dressing. But in reality, what is important it is action. And I believe that this is days, starting today, the 3rd day of the 6th symposium, tomorrow we continue with other key speaker, the same on Friday, the same on Saturday, and I believe that we need real, at the end of this week, make a list of the action showing to the municipality and agreed on priority. We also check what we can give to the other municipality and what we can receive from them. Here it is the main message. Due to the fact that, again, we can not only live with method and with symposium, tonight we'll have a prima donna from Italian specialized focaccia al formaggio from Camogli, Tony Revello. Tony is an icon in Italy, and he did it a special focaccia formaggio in Tokyo, he did it in Paris, and the first time he will do it in Greece. Or again, here it is not only to taste the focaccia formaggio, but to give a recipe to a special shop that is a bakery that is just 1 year old, but it is very, very young people, and to have this summer in their menu focaccia formaggio. You know, to have something else on top of the barbugia, of tapodia, of garides, of moussaka, and it is something that it gives an additional opportunity to taste different products. I heard that yesterday night it was very boring even in my house. I'm sorry. And I appreciate a lot Belen, the wife of Luc, that it was just dancing with one stick. I would like to have in the future to come there and to receive some lesson from Maria Ronis on the sirtaki in order to dance back again with my 2 legs, a future sirtaki in Elafonisos. Have a good time. Thanks a lot to everybody. Tomorrow, try to be there. Try to be there, because tomorrow there is another important day. One of them it is the lionfish, and we will work in order to have real, what we agreed with Prince Albert, lionfish must be in the menu of Alain Ducasse in Monaco, and to have in the menu of all the restaurants in Elafonisos must become a lionfish specialist. And in this area, we need to have, and we are working with a specialized frozen company in Greece to have in their assortment not only barbunia, tuna, squisita, etc., but also to have a lionfish frozen, and to have Nikos, that it is our fisherman shop here, to send it to the fresh one. If we get it, we will reduce the risk to have no more fishermen in Elafonisos, because octapodia, barbunia, garides, anchoas will be disappear due to the fact that lionfish it is a predator and will give a big problem. Thanks a lot. We keep in touch. My heart is with you, and I'm sure they will get a very, very good evening. We need to have all the Elafonisos try to, I could understand, maybe it's more difficult during the day to stay in a conference. But due to the fact that everyone needs to eat, and I don't believe that the Elafonisos are in a way that they're so masochist to don't have a dinner, they need to come to have focaccia formaggio inside the bakery along the port. Arrivederci. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you, Enrico. Ciao, ciao. Thank you, everyone.